It's almost 9:30. It's almost 9:30. Calling all nomads. Good morning, everybody. It's Camo Dave Show. Just getting ready for, well, we all thought 2021 would be a little less crazy than 2020 was, but the first week of 2021 has been pretty crazy, don't you think? I don't know. It's it's been pretty crazy. Good morning, everybody. Tim's the first one here. How you doing, Timmy? So how's everybody? My niece Katie is married to a man named Tim, but he has a double M. It's Timm. I've never seen any other Tims with Timm. Doxnator reporting for duty. I'm reporting for duty. Camo Dave. Thank you, Doxinator. Oh, there's some other things. See my new shirt? How do you like me now? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's kind of shows up kind of dark there, doesn't it? Anyway, maybe I'll show that. So I do the look at my shirt. Isn't that nice? Look at my shirt. Lighting. Oh yeah. It's 9:30, everybody. It's time for my show. 9:30 on the East Coast, 6:30 on the West Coast. Time for the show. What did I got down here? Where did I put those things? I don't know. I can't find anything. Oh, there they are. We still have a few of these if you want one of my Camo Army cards. There you go. Send me your address to camodave@gmx.com, and I'll send you one of these. Okay. We still have we're getting a lot of news items from the Camo Army. Thank you. I'm getting stuff every day. People sending me news tips. What's going on in Quartzite? Good morning, Nampa Nana. Long time. I haven't chatted with Nampa Nana in a long time. Nice to finally get to chat with you, Nampa Nana. Saunders Life. Hey, you called me and then I called you and you called me. So hopefully we'll get together on the phone one of these days. But yeah, Saunders Life called me, left a message, and I called him back, and we've just been doing phone tag. That happens with a lot of people. You have a 7 p.m. tea. You have I don't have a 7 p.m. t-shirt. This is actually a club in Washington, the 930 Club. It's located. It used to be located on 930 F Street in old downtown Washington. They're not far from the FBI building, kind of a couple blocks from where the FBI building is. And they used to have really good bands, Echo and the Bunnymen, New Order, REM played here many times. U2 would play here back in their early days. And then they moved up to the U Street corridor up further north now. They still call it the 930 Club, but this was their logo, like a digital clock. 930 F Street. The place smelled like urine. When you would go in, it was just, there were like no windows. It was a real dump. And they had a big bar, and then they had a big performance area, but there were no chairs, obviously. You just stood, you got your drink, and then you would just stand, and then everybody would pack in there, and then the band would come out about midnight. Yeah, so I should get a 7 o'clock. Anyone want to send me a 7 o'clock t-shirt? Oh, yes, Saunders Life. Frank Costello, nice to see you here. Today's topic is your New Year's resolutions. Have you made a New Year's resolution for 2021? And more importantly, it's already the 9th day of the year. Have you kept it? Have you already abandoned it? I'm not going to eat any chocolate cupcakes, but then I had lasted a week, and now I'm got some cupcakes. Are we going to do a happy 10th Camo-versary show on Friday? I got to tell you, Rosie O'Kelly was doing a show the other day, doing one of her live streams, and she mentioned that it was her like 7th anniversary on YouTube. Okay. And I got to thinking, how many years have I been on YouTube? Now, I started this channel almost 4 years ago, 26. No, I started it gosh, when did I start this channel? 2016. I started my Camo Dave channel, what became my Camo Dave channel, my YouTube reviews channel in 2016. So actually, we're coming up to the 5th anniversary of that this year. So I'm going to have my 5th anniversary sometime in March, 5th anniversary of the Camo Dave channel. However, I was trying to think of when I actually started on YouTube, and I actually started doing videos for my DCRTV website in 2011. And so I went back and I have these hard drives. You've seen these suckers, these external drives. I have a bunch of these, and this has got 3 terabytes on it. And I went back onto one of these because I save all my old videos. And I noticed that the first video that I had done for my DCRTV website was on January 15th of 2011. Well, guess what? January 15th of 2021 is the 10th anniversary. So my 10th anniversary on YouTube is coming up next week. So I'm gonna have to do some celebrations for that. Everybody should make me a $10 PayPal. Send Dave $10 on his 10th YouTube anniversary. Hello, Mr. Rippey. How are you? Gregory John, how about a sightseeing tour of your city sometime? I should do that. I really should do that. When I first moved here a year ago, I did a couple walk around town tours, but I should do that. Yeah, I would like to do that. It's a very interesting thing. Sam Irvin, who was on the Watergate committee, senator from North Carolina. If you remember the Watergate hearings, he was a big kahuna in that back when Nixon. His birthplace is literally 3 blocks away from here. Real pretty house, and he's buried in the cemetery over here. So he's a native of Morganton. Other natives, less than a month to Camo. And then that's right. So we got a lot of things coming up. We got my 10th anniversary on YouTube, which is coming up on the 15th of January. We got my big birthday month, which is the entire month of February. Camo Day birthday month. My birthday's the 8th. But we celebrate my birthday the entire month. And then in March, we've got the 5th anniversary of the Camo Dave channel. And we got Crotchy's 3rd birthday, right? Yeah, Dave. That's right. Crotchy was made by Mr. Bruce Brunger in 2018. And I got him in the mail in early March, I think March the 2nd or something. And so we consider that Crotchy's birthday. So Crotchy will be 3. So Camo Dave channel will be 5. My YouTube presence will be 10, and my age will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of. So the next 3 months are going to just be anniversaries galore. Kino, nice to see you here. Hi everybody. Deb, how you doing? I've been retired for 2.5 years after working graveyards and still can't sleep at night. Men's sizes? What? It's just a manly shirt. Look at this. It's big too. It's like an extra large. The 930 Club. Washington. They used to have on WHFS in Washington, an old-time progressive rock station, used to have a guy named Weasel. He had a real high voice. Hi, it's Weasel. WHMS. Go to the 930 Club tonight. The flock of seagulls will be playing. 9:30. Anyway, yeah, I've when I first sold my condo in 2017, I was going to move to, and I did move to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware for a year, for the summer, and I had a job lined up with a radio station, and they said, we want you to be the morning news anchor. And I said, okay. And because I do have a little bit of radio experience, and I thought, okay, I don't have to be there at 5:30 or something, for the morning news and whatever. And they said, when I got there, they said, no, you got to show up at like 1:30 or 2 in the morning because you got to do all this production work and all this other crap. And I'm like, I just said, after about 2 or 3 days of doing that, I said, I can't do that. I'm too old. My sleep cycles are just, I can't go to, once you get so tired that you can't go to sleep at night. Have you ever been that way? Isn't that awful feeling? You're so tired you can't sleep. And that's the way I got. I was just so tired. I just couldn't sleep. And then I'd wake up the next day and I'd be even more tired. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm too old for graveyard shifts, Good morning, Rick. A fundraiser every month. That's right. I should be like, hey, folks, I need to get a new $900 phone. I need a new $900 phone. And my puppet was having some issues and had to take him to the puppet doctor, and the bill was $1,100. And I need new tires for little Adam. Morning, Davy, and the chat mongers. My New Year's resolution is footwork and less talk and more walk. My resolution is to be, there's no more resolutions. I detest crow and humble pie. Yeah. Brian AVM has videos from the 2015 RTR. Oh. Yeah, what was it? When I first started my channel, I think the big, I don't remember the 2017 RTR much, but I think 2018 was the big one. That was the big karaoke one where Bob got mad at everybody. Or was it the 2017? All those years blend together. Bob got real mad because too many people were partying. The RTR was going from this nice little family gathering to being a big, crazy, wild, booze fest. People were partying. So, yeah, it was 2017 or 2018, but my views just jumped way up that year because we were doing all that stuff. Yeah, that was crazy. But now, yeah, the RTR, I don't know. They do still have, I guess they're still planning the party R, but we're hearing from a lot of people that there's some of the V spreading out there in the Quartzite area. We've got a bunch of, some of my Camo Army people are reporting to me that they know of some people out in Quartzite and Yuma that have tested positive and actually are not well. So if you want to join the Camo News Army and let me know news tips of everything going on, email me at camodave@gmx.com with your address, and I will send you one of these. Still got a pile of them left. Briar Rose. Yeah. That's right. My birthday is the whole month. It is the shortest month of the year. I know I need to raise some money to pay my taxes. I don't know, man. We got I think we got, started snowing around midnight yesterday morning and then continued snowing till about 3 in the afternoon. And we got a good old maybe 2 inches, if that, because most of the snow was kind of mixed snow rain mix. And it was just this real wet, slushy snow that wasn't even slippery, and it just melted on the highways, so it wasn't a big deal. But here in North Carolina, people are like, they don't know how to deal with snow. It's kind of, come on, folks, the roads aren't even covered. You don't even, and it's like they were closing the pizza parlor downstairs closed, and I'm like, the roads are bare pavement. The parking lots are bare pavement. Why do you close your business? I don't know. 2918. Yeah, you mean 2018, Robert the Trump. Yes. Hello, James Kozak. How are you? You're still waiting on your stimulus. Oh, I don't know, man. Well, they said now that we got a new president and the Democrats are in charge of the Senate that they are going to approve a $2,000 stimulus. I don't know. So, more money's coming. The government is just printing up those dollars, right? We need more money. Just print up some more dollars. Oh, okay. Hey, Sarah Cox, nice to see you. Nomadic Weather Bear, Imperial Dam LTVA is much nicer than Quartzite. It's not as crowded. It's near a lake and just 30 minutes from Yuma, in Naples currently, but we'll be headed back west soon. Okay. Naples, Florida. My parents used to love going to Naples. My dad was a big beach person, and he loved going to all the Florida beaches, and he loved the west coast of Florida there, that southwest coast. If he had lived long enough, that's probably where he would have retired. No politics, please. Please, no politics. Nice to be seen. So anyway, how's everybody doing? RTR, money. No offense, Mr. Bob. Just saying I skipped my meds again. Sorry, brother Dave. I'm in the manic phase, Davey. I didn't get my stimulus check either. It's going to pay for my teeth. Oh, no. Your teeth. I mean, that's what kind of worries us about a lot of these nomads. They're pushing 40. I mean, so many of the nomads we see, Derek and Miguel, they're all like churning, right in the middle. They're 40, right? Which is like middle of the road. And none of them have anything saved up for their retirement yet, I wouldn't think. So I don't know, and you got to, when you get older, your teeth are going to fall out and you're going to need to go get your arteries cleaned out and who knows what, you're going to need a little bit of money. As soon as that's right, Jason, as soon as he gets, that's not going to be enough. $600. He wants a $900 phone. So you can give, I really think some of the nomads think that. And it did happen with it. Remember when the $1,200 stimulus things went out back in April or so? Everybody was doing live streams. Oh, I'm broke. And yeah, they suddenly realized people are getting their $1,200 checks. And all of a sudden now, okay, they'll have a couple extra bucks to throw to me, You got your stimulus deposit yesterday. TurboTax told me there were errors with the IRS that led to the delay. Yeah. What happens with those TurboTaxi things is you get your early refund, right? So you file your taxes and they give you that refund loan. And then when the IRS check comes or the payment comes, it goes to TurboTax. So when the IRS sends off your stimulus payments, it goes to TurboTax and then they've got to somehow send it to you. So it just, everything just takes longer. It's like, ugh. Anyway, there's no crowd at Quartzite. Yeah. Well, the crowd is very dispersed this year. Of course, the Canadian nomads aren't there, and a lot of the Americans. I get it. It's just kind of a weird year, and the weather doesn't look that nice this year. Sometimes it's nice and toasty there. This year, it looks kind of. People have been saying that it's very windy and chilly at night. The highs. I don't know. Let me punch up the Quartzite weather forecast. Let's see what. It's the weather here. What's the weather for Quartzite, Arizona? WQTZ. Okay, no, it's K. KQTZ in Quartzite. Let's try Quartzite, Arizona weather. It's hard when you type Quartzite to do the QUARTZ and then the S. Quartzite. Quartzite, Arizona, weather. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, we got a heat wave. All right, through through Wednesday, the day's time highs are in the mid 60s and the lows in the upper 30s. So that gets pretty chilly. But starting Thursday, they're going to be up into the upper 70s, and then the lows are going to be in the middle 40s. So it's going to be chilly in Quartzite today because it's cloudy, and then it will be cool. And then finally Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're hitting almost 80. So it should be nicer towards the end of the week, and that's kind of traditionally where the RTR starts. Usually, it's that weekend, the second weekend or so of January. Jason, I see you here. Jen D. I like Naples and Marco when we visited a decade ago. I just found we spent too much time in the car. It's too much after a 2,600 kilometer drive to get there. Wow. The Canadians Canada's got $2,000 a month. The Canadian government gives out $2,000 a month stimulus things since COVID started. Holy cow. That's amazing. Somebody's got to be paying for the taxes for that. They raised their tax rate so they can give you $2,000 a month. Holy cow. Windy and cold. Hey, Deb and the Desert Dogs. Time to start a career if they get off their arses right now. Second career at 38, retired after 25 years. Yeah, I don't know. Certain nomads I just don't think are making enough money to even pay their current, it's you got expenses in an RV, You do. Tires and your generator and your, I don't know, man. And your generator. Anyway. So how are you doing, Brother Hughes? We've been busy door dashing to build our reserve to go back out on the road. Haven't been able to watch too much YouTube. Well, good for you. Nice to see you working hard there. Briar Rose, Nomad equals triple whammy. 1, losing out on earnings now. 2, losing out on Social Security later. 3, missing company match 401k. Yeah. Well, I was self-employed for a good chunk of my working career, and it is true, you know, you don't get those matching funds. It's the one thing that I think a lot of self-employed people are going to realize when they file for Social Security is you don't get that. Oh, I'm locked up on this. My return feed is locked up. Oh, I'll go to live. There we are. There we go. Yeah, you don't, if self-employed people do not get the same amount of Social Security that fully employed people do. That's just something you're going to realize when you get there. Guess we know where VCVL. Yeah, I don't know, man. Wait, Advanced City Van Life get all the money for all those renovations. Yeah. I don't know. You know, my channel, I watch some people more. I start watching some people less. I like Chrome. I've always liked Chrome, but his channel has just been there, done that kind of stuff. I don't know. You know, it's so much about growing the channel and less about nomadic living. He's kind of, I think in my book, he's jumped the shark. It's not as much fun to watch it anymore. You know, I don't know. You know, there's a certain point where I've done it. I've done all the videos I can possibly think of doing. It's like, what else can he do, you know? And you see that with these nomads. You see, like with Adam the Woo, he goes to the same places 5, 6, 7 times, you know? Well, 2 years ago when I was here, now he just does the same places over and over again, over and over and over and over. And he gets new people watching and they continue watching. And you know, and I, you know, Chrome's the same way. He's got new subscribers coming in that don't remember what he did last year. But he just, you know, it's the same stuff over and over again. How many times can you rebuild your vehicle? And how many times can you, you know, get it fixed? And you do see some of these nomads, I just think they just plumb tucker run out of steam in terms of what they're doing, you know? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to, yeah, more Disney visits. Yeah. You know, I don't know. Why do you even need to go to Disney? You know, you've seen it all hundreds of thousands of times. But again, so you unsub to them and you know, there's always a new mix, you know, and hopefully we're going to get more and more of that. I'm moving away. I don't just stop covering people on my channel, but I do move into new areas and, you know, and I'm maybe trying to shift the channel more into other stuff. You know, like the bald and bankrupt people, like the itchy boots, moving into a little more like interest. I like exploration-y stuff, you know, but it's got to be real. I don't want to see touristy stuff. I just don't want to see touristy videos. I don't want to, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I find with Chrome, I just find I'm still sub to him, and once in a while I'll still watch some of his videos, but I'm watching them less often. There's nothing new. Okay. I got some new merch and some new shirts. I don't know. People always say that about me. I should start a merch channel, and people know I might sell a dozen Camo Dave mugs, but you know, you got to have you know, I'll make an extra $50 and then it will go down. And I don't know. I don't want to, you know, I do criticize people for being overly into the merch stuff, and then I don't want to do it too. Canadian payments are targeted at those who've lost income. People had to apply. Yeah, well, I get it. If you've lost some income and you don't have your job, yeah, it's kind of like unemployment, like what we have here. But it's, yeah, I totally, that's a good thing. Bald in Bankrupt Rocks. Yeah, he did a very good video there. I do not understand that Azerbaijan controversy, all these people killing each other over these two little settlement areas there in the wherever that is, south of Russia. And I mean, the bitter civil wars going on over there, and he's kind of trying to figure it all out. I don't know, the Azerbaijanis and the Armenians and it's like, I don't get it. It's like you come in and go, why are these people killing each other for years and years and years and years and years and years and years over these tiny little countries? I don't know. I guess if you live there and understand, it's like a family feud. People are just, they hate each other. I don't know, man. You can't tell them. They look exactly alike. They don't look any different. And they just can't stand each other. And then I love it. I love it I love Bold and Bankrupt Ben when he goes to Eastern Europe, because he does some other stuff. He was in Mexico a while back, and he's been in Cuba. Cuba was good. I liked his Cuba videos, but his best stuff is when he's in Eastern Europe. The Soviet. Oh, there's a Soviet car and a Soviet restaurant and a Soviet hotel and a Soviet. It's everything. Remember, he loves the old Soviet architecture. There is something weird about it. Hey, Patty, happy Saturday. Mary Sanders, check out A Nomad for Nature. She's been hiking and exploring the West for years. Again, if you want to recommend a channel to me, send me an email at camodave@gmx.com. Camodave, I don't have it on here, do I? camodave@gmx.com and give me the links, okay? Because I'm not going to remember all the stuff today. Some nomads have Disneyland in their 800-foot houses. I was posting some videos exactly 2 years ago. This week is when I went to Disney World with Stormy. And I've been posting some stuff on my CocoScope channel. Yeah, there we are. Go to cocoscope.com/camodave. I've been posting some best of Camodave videos there, including some of my trip with Stormy to Disney World back in January of 2019. So that was 2 years ago. 2 years ago today, I think we did the Wild Kingdom. What do you got? Magic Kingdom. I always call it the Wild Kingdom. I don't know. The Magic Kingdom. So anyway. Betty, nice to see you here. Betty sends me a card with a few bucks in it every month. Thank you, Betty. And the cards are always really nice with a really nice little note in them. Yes, thank you, Betty. I do appreciate that. Happy New Year, sausage gravy biscuit. Morning, sir. Mr. Square Art. Hey, Mr. Square Art, you need to do me some good intros and outros and stuff. I love your art. He has an arty channel, and sometimes he puts me and Crotchy in there. Do some 20-second intros and outros, and then you can put it on one of your channels, and I can download it, or you can send me send me one of these thumb drives with some MP4s on it. I would love some of that, though. Just send me a whole bunch of little 10 or 20-second intros and outros. Hey, Dave's RV Life. See, I predicted he's going to be in Florida. Did I predict it or what? The Camo Army. Oh, I just saw Dave's RV Life driving through Texas. I just saw him in Alabama. Hanging out with you-know-who. Oh, yeah. You know who. A Nomad for Nature has some beautiful videos. Brother Hughes, check out her peoples. That's right. Yeah, we like Dave's RV Life. Good stuff. We just saw Bandit the Nomad Pug Ed there going back up to check on the camp there, Aja Acres there up in Williams, Arizona, and everything looked good. They were afraid, maybe if everybody leaving, going down to Yuma and Quartzite, that maybe some animals might invade the place or something, but everything looked really good. And there was the old Panda vehicle. Everything was good. It's still locked up. Everything's cool up there. Anyway, what we wanted to do today was what have you made any resolutions for 2021? losing weight or watching more nomadic channels or unsubbing from some of the boring nomads. You ran into him. What's his name? Neurotic Parodic. I think that's what we have heard. People, Neurotic Parodic. He has a YouTube channel called Neurotic Parodic. He actually does. I do wish all the nomads would keep the endless miles of road going to a bare minimum. I fast forward through the travel parts. Yeah. If it is really a pretty road with some gorgeous scenery, that's one thing. But, I don't know. I should, by the way, I have to show you my new lighting system here I got. See, look at that, how I can instantly change the colors. Isn't that neat? Look at that. Isn't that cool? I like there's a purple. They got a really nice purple here. And then if I turn off some of these lights, I'm like enveloped in purple. Isn't that neat? Purple. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's a neat. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I got the angelic. Oh! Ooh, they kind of shimmer, don't they? That's weird. Shimmering lights. I'd like to cancel my subscription to 2021. I tried the 7-day free trial and I'm not interested. No. Once you give them your credit card number, you're never going to stop the billing. It'll continue forever and ever. Hey, Brian, how are you doing? Sausage, gravy, and biscuit. Check 6B17. That's right. Make your resolution to watch more Camo Dave. I don't know. The purple, it's weird on this. The purple seems to strobe weird. Let's try orange. How's the orange look? That strobes too. Isn't that funny? On this particular camera. Weird. Yeah, that's a little better. It doesn't strobe as much. Let's try that kind of. There we go. I don't know. What do you like? Or we could do the devil channel. The devil channel. That's right. Turn on the red light, Roxanne. You don't need to turn on the red light. Did anybody watch Black Bigelow the other day? He's I don't know where he was, Vegas or someplace, and he's doing a live stream. And then some woman pulls up in her car, and he talks about spanking her, and then he just completely ends the stream and takes off with her. Like, I wonder who that was. I unsub from all the desert lizards. Their stuff is ZZZZ. It's like Groundhog Day on repeat every year with them RVers. Quit sugar and intermittent fasting before Xmas, but dove into a few cups. See, I told you, Deb. Yeah, I'm not going to eat any more cupcakes. I did that one year. I said, I'm giving up potato chips. It's just junk calories. I'm going to give up the potato chips. And after about 3 or 4, about second week of January, what the heck? Go buy some more potato chips. Rod Sturgis there, my troll here, the Camo Dave News Army troll, he sent me a huge box of all those little bags of potato chips and pretzels. In fact, I have one here just in case I got hungry during the show. Hers extra thin pretzels. So if I get hungry, I can just have some of these. But I'm good right now. Mr. Rockford's in the house. Hey, Mr. Rockford. Yeah, we still got a few more of these left. So yeah, still, he sent us a whole pile of new ones, and then once they're gone, they're gone. These are limited editions. So camodave at gmx.com. Give me your address if you'd like one. And they you can try using these at stores. Yeah, I've got a camodave card. Does that take 5% off? It might work. You never know. Fishing and picking. Watch out, Dave. You might be next on the old band purge chopping block. Oh, 4D chess player. The old band purge chopping block. Explain that. I want to see RVers explore the Blue Ridge, Appalachian Mountain Towns, OBX, Outer Banks. And yeah, that would be nice fishing and picking. Really. It comes to the weather right now. The Blue Ridge is kind of snowy and cold, at least, a good chunk of it. I'm sure in the spring when the weather gets warmer, that'll happen. I need to get to the Outer Banks. I've never been to the North Carolina Outer Banks. I've been to Eastern North Carolina. Thank you, Mr. Rockford. Let's get this party started. Thanks, Jim. Da-da-da-da. I am here. Wherever here is. I have to watch my cholesterol. It totally sucks. Yeah. I saw Dave Arby's comments on Watertown Cam. Oh, wait, I'm missing that one there. The Watertown Cam channel last Thursday. Oh. Saw BB have cops called on him and get kicked out of cemetery. Yeah, he gets kicked out of a lot of cemeteries, doesn't it? He goes into a cemetery. I don't know. And the cop, there's a good chance I don't know who calls the cops at a cemetery. I do think he does sometimes does the celebrity grave sites, and they probably have some cameras around because they do get a lot of strange people probably hanging out there. And they probably, security cams, they're all over. Security cams are everywhere. Again, thank you, Mr. Rockford. That was very kind of you. Are there any RV channels that cover the East and Northeast, Mary? I'd like to see more of those. I remember Pam on the Lamb. She was from Rhode Island. She used to go up into New England a lot and spend a lot of time in the Northeast, but she got off of YouTube, so I don't know. There are channels there. I'll probably focus, what I'm going to do probably when we get into the better weather of the springtime is focus more on some of the channels covering, I'd love to see more channels on Eastern Canada. I know New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Labrador, Newfoundland, when you get in, those are just fascinating areas. Prince Edward Island. I would love to see more nomads up in that area. We do see some, but not nearly as many as we see out in the West. Again, it depends on the pandemic. Right now, it's really hard for Americans to do vacationing in Canada and vice versa. And I don't see those restrictions ending anytime soon in 2021. Until we get the vaccine cooking by maybe April and May, maybe some of that will get relaxed. But it doesn't look good for, say, Americans going to Nova Scotia this year, at least in the beginning part of the year. Did I get the beer card lately? Yes, I did get it, Betty. Thank you. I shouted you out a couple days ago. The card is already there, so I got to dig. I already stuck it in my pile of cards. Yeah, it was very nice, Betty. I shouted you out. Gosh, I came 2 days ago. My resolution is to watch only one camo vid a day. That's okay. Are there any? Yes, I did see that, Nampanana. $20. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Oh, Rick Williams, happy birthday. We'll try to tune into your evening live stream. If we're not door dashing, I'll be 66 in 3 days. Never thought I'd make it this far. Sex, drugs, rock and roll. That almost did me in the 70s. Yeah. Wow. Deb says, be kind to Dave's RV life. At least he goes his own way and isn't addicted to partying 24/7. Plus, we love Bella. I love Bella too. Bella is a wonderful dog. She's so smart. He just, Bella, get in the vehicle, and she just dies. She understands every word he says. I don't know. My impression with Dave was, he likes the tribe, and he was out there for, how long was he out there? So they had August party in late September, so he was there from late September through December. That's a good chunk of time, and I think he just said, hey, now what? There's only so much you can do in Quartzite and Yuma and Parker. Let's go to Florida. Yeah, Full Tiny House. I like Full Tiny House a lot. But they do a lot of like Thousand Trails parks, that kind of thing, which I'm not real into. I'd rather see people doing like boondocking, camping, and stuff like that. Going to the actual parks and stuff isn't so much. The laundry room, the pool, lots and lots and lots of vehicles. It's like, okay. I kind of like the people that just go out and camp out in the middle of nowhere, right? Castle Circle. You mentioned Eastern Canada before. I totally agree. Yeah, I'd love, Newfoundland and Labrador, if they could get up that far. Those are beautiful places. Even Nova Scotia is gorgeous. Someday I'd like to get up there. I got my passport, so I could, when they open up the borders and allow touristy travel, I would love to go up there. Go to DoorDashing. Got to go DoorDashing. All right, Rick. Well, make some money. Deliver some pizzas. Now, talking about DoorDash, we just got a video from Wonderlust Estate James that he's bought. Looks like a Class A, a big Class A, a Condor. Now, you wonder what's he going to do with that. He does DoorDash a lot. That's how he makes a lot of his income. And I'm just wondering he does have the car, though. He bought a car, right? He has a used car that he bought. I don't know if he's going to keep the car and tow it, but if he's going to be doing DoorDash, it's going to be awful hard to do that in a Class A, right? Driving through cities and pulling up in apartment complexes and delivering pizzas and wings and burgers. Yeah, in a Class A. Yeah, that's going to be awful hard to maneuver. And I don't know. And then people are going to be calling, a suspicious vehicle just pulled into my parking lot, Okay. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how he handles everything. I would say for James, a smaller, more nimble vehicle would be, I would think, more. He's just himself. He doesn't even have a dog or anything. Why do you need a Class A? I don't know. Go for a Class C or go for some sort of van or something. To me, that would make more sense. And then you can use that in your DoorDash. A van, you can just drive like a car. I don't know, man. We'll figure it. We'll see what happens. Pam's channel with 4K subs is still up, but no content. Okay, so she's taken her videos down or she made them all private. I don't know why she did that. Because it'd be fun to watch still. I wouldn't mind binge watching her every now and then. Now that MeTV Saturday morning cartoons are over, I can give up. Oh, is that only temporary, Ron? I thought that was a permanent move. I thought they were going to do that permanently. Remember when you were a kid? If you were a kid like I was in the 60s, you get up in the morning, Saturday morning, and all the three networks had cartoons on. NBC, CBS, ABC, just cartoons all morning, till around 11 or so. That was a big deal, I don't know that, because we didn't back then, you didn't have cable, you didn't have 24-hour cartoon channels. You just have to see your cartoons on then of course, a lot of the independent stations started popping up and then you'd see cartoons more often. But back in the old days, the three networks were all you got. Watching Full Tiny House is the nicest kids ever, and I worked with criminal kids for 25 years, so I really appreciate nice, respectful kids. They are very well behaved, aren't they? Almost a little too well behaved. Yeah, the shower video. Less junk, more journey was fully clothed. Yeah, Marissa there. Yeah. Doc Sanders says I should do a shower video. I'll do it in my 9:30 shirt. I worked for a bronze craftsman from Newfoundland at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. He said it's like a primeval, but gorgeous. Yeah, Castle Circle, yeah. Yeah, I would love to go up there, way up there in the northern parts of Eastern Canada. That would be cool. But you want to do that in the summertime. The weather, even in the summer, I think can be kind of chilly up there. If I was unstoppable, Morgan writes Betty, I would have used that money to buy the house property she wanted instead of paying off the California. Either don't go to Cali ever or put it on a payment plan. You know, that's the other thing too. Why, if you owe back taxes, be proactive and get on a payment plan. And then you don't have to worry about them coming after your pile of money. If she's making some decent money on YouTube, okay, and she's putting that in a bank account or something, you know, they can come and levy the bank account, or, you know, put a, they can do that. If you just ignore the tax man, they're going to look for what your assets and they're going to file a lien on your house, you know, whatever. They're going to come after you. If you proactive and, do the, I'm sorry, I'll pay you so much a month. Do that, and then you don't have to worry about that, and then you can, save up some money. And I don't know, she needs better advice. Unstoppable Morgan needs better advice, and she needs to stop throwing so much money at Dave 2D. I mean, she did a video the other day about how she blew all this money. It's gone now, and she needs to do more, I guess, asking folks for help. But then she throws Dave 2D $400. Now, I wish Morgan were watching now. Morgan, are you watching now? How about throwing some $400 to Dave? Thank you, Morgan. This Dave, she meant to say, yeah, maybe that's her thing. She's going to give every Dave $400. Morgan, are you watching? Come on. Maybe she's not up yet. Where is she? New York? Well, it's the same time zone. It's 10 o'clock, 10:14. Morgan, if you're awake, how about $400 to this Dave? Yeah, that's exactly right, Ron. She did. It's like, whoa, I was watching his video, and I do watch him. He talks politics. We won't talk politics, but he's talking about the current state of affairs, and he does his painting videos. He's the modern day Bob Ross, and then boom, there's this big red and I knew it was Morgan. No one else would give him $400. Delivery in a Class A costs more. Yeah, that's exactly right. If he's delivering, if one of the states delivering stuff in a Class A, just the gasoline is going to, it's like you get about 7 miles to the gallon. And I noticed here in North Carolina now, we're now way up over $2 a gallon. We dropped below $2 for most of the summer, but now we're back up to like $2.25 and $2.30. So, which isn't bad still. That's, I remember back, years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago in the Washington area, we were paying $4.50 a gallon. So, that's still pretty cheap. Sven Moo, the beast with 5 fingers. That's that Nomad that we watched that I don't mention right now. The beast with 5 fingers. Do a shower video with Morgan. Adam the Moon needs to shave and clean up real bad 2021. Adam's a good-looking guy, but yeah, he needs to kind of, he needs to, clean cut. If you're doing videos about Disney, you got to be clean cut, like Tim Tracker, keep yourself, well groomed, that, that's the Disney image, Do you think she's trying to get his attention? I don't know. Dave's RV. Dave, he kind of ignored her, didn't he? She did throw some money at him about a month ago during one of his painting streams, and he just kind of ignored her. Then that's when she was in Wisconsin then. In Wisconsin, the Upper Peninsula, Michigan are right next to each other. And I think she wanted to stop by or get together with him. Dave 2D doesn't look it on his videos, but he's a tall dude. He's like 6'5", and he was showing him, we don't usually see him standing up, and it's hard to judge a person's height on the, when they're on a camera. You'll see that all the time. You'll see like, oh my goodness, he's so short or he's so tall. Dave's pretty tall. He's probably, it's just like, remember Morgan and Eric? Remember, she was like a foot taller than him. Remember when I hung out with Adam? Adam's a tall guy too. Adam the Woo's like 6'3" or something. And I'm 5'6". And hi, Adam. Hi, Adam. Really, when we were walking together in Rehoboth there, the morning Bugs Bunny, Barber of Seville is a classic. And I remember a Barber of Seville. I work on a security cam on the boat dock, live cam and hack to hold the comments. Or hack to hold. Oh, okay. Open Land, Sydney. Nice to see you here. Brett Lance. Hey, Dave. Lock up and loaded in St. Louis. Go Browns. Yeah. Well, shout out to the Washington football team. Hail to the formerly known as the Redskins Washington football team. I lived in Northern Virginia for 40-some years, and I'm a huge Redskins fan. Washington football team fan. And it's nice to see them make the playoffs. I know with a 7-9 record, they're probably going to lose today to the Buccaneers. But, hey, they at least won the NFC East. They beat Dallas, beat Philadelphia, beat the Giants. So, that's okay with me. That's as far as we're going to make it. Miracle of miracles. I guess if we can get 2 Democrats elected in Georgia in the Senate, maybe the Washington football team could beat the Buccaneers. I don't know. Things happen. Go Browns. Cardinals and the Rams. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, how's Jilly doing? Doxinator. Jilly is very well, thank you. She's a good patient. Jilly's doing very well. They got her a little, they had one of those big collars on her, and she couldn't even eat or drink, and they got her another smaller collar, so she's doing good. I never thought he was short, JK. yeah, she did chew crotchy. You remember, what was it, 2 summers ago, 2019, I was hanging out with a Doxinator there. I think it was in August, and I just thought Jilly liked crotchy. Jilly went crazy whenever she saw crotchy, and I put crotchy down, and next thing you know, Jilly is, I thought she would just have some little fun with crotchy, but she actually did make some. He needed surgery. He needed some surgery to fix him back up again, but he's okay now. I'm a Democrat. No, I'm just saying, you're a Democrat. The only football you watch are locker room interviews. LOL. I like football on the television while I'm doing my work. It's kind of the background. So I just can't take all the ads. There's too many ads. No, I'm just saying, 2 senators in Georgia. I didn't expect that. If that can happen, the Redskins can win the Super Bowl. The only football you watch, yeah. Gas in the USA is around $2 a gallon, Betty Smith. College national championships Monday night. Yeah. Only that Democrats won Georgia. I did. Well, they did. I wasn't expecting that. Georgia. Hey, Revelator Phoenix, Guten Tag, hello, merhaba, aloha, and ciao. So any other resolutions for 2020? Let's see. Maybe we should do some resolutions on what some of these nomads should have as resolutions. I don't know. I would my resolution for Derek. What's his name? Derek Neurotic Parodic, I think that's his name. He should change to be, less junk, more journey. That should be his new motto for 2021. Less junk, more journey. Smaller RV, more nimble, get up in the mountains, do some cool camping. For Mikey, his resolution should be get a job or something, man. I don't know, man. Get a job. Maybe he can work down at that. There's that big RV sales lot there in Quartzite. Maybe he could work there. I don't know. Let's get rid of the parties and just start voting for people. You know what, Deb? In a weird way, that's not a bad idea. Just take the party labels off. DNR, just get rid of all that crap and just have, and just have people run as candidates. In a weird way, that's cool. I think that's a good idea. My New Year's resolution is to start my own YouTube channel, says Ron C. Good luck. Gas is over $3 a gallon in California. Well, that doesn't surprise me, Nampanana. Buy land, grow food. That's not a bad idea. Dave's not accepting nor giving donations this year. Which reminds me, there's the PayPal and there's the address. I love getting swag. I got a lot of swag over Christmas, and now I need some more swag because the lag in swag starts to come in January. So send me some cards, letters. If you want to put a few dollars in there, that's cool. Camo Dave, 104 North Green Street, 116 Morganton, NC, 28655. I just had to renew this P.O. box for another year at the UPS store. I just had to do that yesterday, and that was a good chunk of change. So, and I do it all for you. I do it for you. Yeah, I'd like to see more nomads go to Mexico. The Baja would be nice. That's not that far from Arizona. It's got some deserty areas down there that's warm. Time for a commercial break. I'm pulling for the Rams. I like watching a winning life. I just dropped in to see what my condition was in. Text to Sturgis. How you doing? Link Ryan. Trendin' mac and cheese. JK, I don't watch Mike, but all the clips I see, it looks like he's in pain or something. Mike doesn't look happy, does he? He just does not look like the picture of happiness there. In fact, when I see these videos of the people in Quartzite, they just don't look like they're having much fun. Everybody's bundled up. It's cold. It's windy. It's dusty. That dust blowing all the time. It is going to get warmer. It is getting warmer in Quartzite. According to the weather, it should be up in the almost 80 by the end of the week. So by the end of next week. So that'll be good. Getting back to some warmer weather. That's right. My birthday month is coming soon, month of February. As I said, my 10th anniversary on YouTube is next Friday. My first video that I ever uploaded to YouTube was on January the 15th, 2011. That was for my DCRDV website, and I still have that video, so I'm going to repost that somewhere, maybe on CocoScope. But that was my first, according to my backlog of videos, that was my first video. So January 15th, 2011 was my first upload to YouTube. Then that's going to be 10 years anniversary as of next Friday, the 15th. That's cool. Then we have my birthday month for the whole month of February. And then we've got Crotchy's third birthday, I think like March the 2nd or something, or 3rd or 4th. I forget the date. And then we've got the anniversary of the Camo Dave channel sometime in mid-March, which will be 5 years. 5 years of the Camo Dave channel. I started this channel in March of 2016. I was calling myself Dave 2D. No, I wasn't. I was calling myself Dave TV back then. And then in the middle of 2017, I started up the actual Camo Dave name. Charlie Brown, I'm starting a YouTube channel, The Misfortunes of Charlie Brown on the Road to Super Chat Years. Betty, I heard a joke lately that BC of all the commotion, because of all the commotion in the U.S., Mexico is willing to pay for the wall now. Yeah, they went, yeah. They're offering Biden. They said, please build the wall, Mr. Biden. Build it. We don't want those Americans coming down here. Oh, 25 degrees here in the Texas. Oh, you're in the Texas Panhandle. What are you near? El Paso? Some good hiking there. I remember I used to watch a guy named Syntax 77, and he did, I think it was Big Bend National Park. He did some really nice hiking down there a couple years ago. It's an area you don't see a lot of the nomads in. Sometimes in Texas, we've had them cluster there on the coast there by Galveston. And what's the Padre Island, way down there by Corpus Christi. But we don't see a lot of nomads in West Texas. And they've got some pretty, if you go down to like Big Bend there, it's really a pretty area. Crochet Dave a sweater. It's cold. Yeah, today's warming up, though. We've got the sun's out. It's going to melt all the snow. It'll be good. The sun is very strong here. Why did you want to be on YouTube? I don't know. I just enjoy it. I enjoy producing videos and talking to people. It's a nice way of communicating and getting feedback. You know, when you do a website, it's just kind of like type, put stuff up there and you get emails. And it's nice to have a personal connection to people. I just have always enjoyed the give and take on YouTube. 47 degrees in Brunswick, Georgia. Brunswick, that's a pretty area over there. That's on the East Coast over by the Atlantic. Which is your favorite ocean, the Atlantic or the Pacific? It's like I don't think I have ever touched the Pacific Ocean. I don't think I've ever done that. I've been to Los Angeles and San Francisco several times, and I don't think I've ever like walked down to a beach and gotten my hands wet or my legs wet in the Pacific Ocean. I don't think I've ever gotten Pacific Ocean water on me ever. Now, I remember when I was a kid and I went on a tour of England with my high school class in 1974. We did stop at a North Sea town, somewhere over near Newcastle. And it was a very cold day. And I remember walking over and touching the North Sea. I put my hand in the North Sea. So I have touched the North Sea. I just purposely did it. I've touched the North Sea. There's North Sea water on my hand. I've been, of course, when I was a kid, Jersey Shore. I've been in the Atlantic many times, but I don't think I've ever been in. I don't think I've ever the Gulf. No, I've never been. I've never had Pacific Ocean water on me. That's weird. I know it was in Los Angeles. I know. Let's go jump in the water. No, never did it. When gas goes up an arm, leg, and nut, the nomads will be stranded. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying, Gregory. When gas gets more expensive, yeah. Yes, and that's probably going to happen under a Democratic president. What do you think? 12 degrees in Hutchinson, Minnesota. How cold is it where you are, Betty? You're getting over 12 degrees, and that's Fahrenheit, because 12 degrees Celsius isn't too bad. The group turns 7 in March. Ooh. Oh, the crochet group. We were thrown off our high horse. USA has always been synonymous with freedom, and we almost had a coup, says Bob. I don't know, man. It's been a pretty crazy month. We thought 2021 can't top 2020. 2020 is a weird year. We're going to settle down to something normal in 2021, right? Well, so far we've had 1 week of 2021, and we're nowhere near normal, right? I don't know. Maybe it'll just keep getting weirder. I think Eli, the computer guy, predicted that. I think he said it's just going to keep getting weirder, It's a freaking mess. Hold my beer. Yeah. You need to buy a Geiger counter. Really? I should do that. I should test out some Geiger counters. That would be cool. I like to watch Kryosan. Everybody's seen that channel. It's a bunch of Russian dudes that they go like over to Chernobyl a lot and look at all the ruins and try to live in apartments there. And they have Geiger counters and everything. And then they have like a narration. It's done in Russian, but they have an English language narrator guy who's actually pretty funny. The engines are at 22,000 million particles per second. We need to get out of here in 20 seconds or else we'll be toast. Did you see D-Live just perm suspended streamers? Oh, yeah. I D-Live. Yeah, I actually have a D-Live account. Or D-Tube. I think it's D-Tube. I created some alternate accounts. I have I have D-Tube. I have BitChute. I actually have a BitChute account. I just haven't uploaded anything to it. You never know. Oh, Geiger counter, $3.95, $4.95, and free shipping in stock. I don't know, man. The only Geiger counter you'll need to buy, a military coup. The New York Times reported the only military coup is the one they were asked by Pelosi to do. Okay, we're not getting into politics. Don't touch Venice Beach. Oh, man. Usually gets darkest before the dawn, writes Deb. Just hang on and be kind. I meant to mean my new insurance. You met your new insurance agent the other day, and I regret the mean comment, even though it was honest. I had a weird thing in the bank. My bank is, BB&T, and BB&T changed their name to this company called Truist, and then they merged with this other bank called SunTrust, okay? And now they have what's called a blended branch. So they had a SunTrust office here in Morganton and a BB&T office. Now they're in both. They're in the BB&T office. But now when you go in the bank, there's separate tellers for the different banks. So you walk in, and this teller has a SunTrust sign. This teller has a BB&T sign. And the other day, there was like 8 people in line at the bank, and all of them were for BB&T, and one was for SunTrust. But they had even though there was a teller available, we couldn't use that teller because she was with the other bank. Now, this is a year later after these two banks merged. They're still totally separate under the same. It's just weird. So it's weird standing in this long line in the bank, there's a teller there with nothing to do because the other teller is busy. You get behind the lady. How many of this, you do this at the drive-thru too. You get behind the person from the store that's bringing all the money in. They have the big bag full of the cash register junk, and it takes them about 20 minutes to get their business done because they have to process all that. That's the one you get behind when you get in the drive-in or you stand in the lobby. You always get behind the lady coming in from the thrift store or something with a bag full of coins. I love that. I love banks. I remember the days when you were filming in the basement. Yes, when I was in Springfield, Virginia, I did my shows from the dungeon, downstairs in the dungeon. Bank of America, yeah. The banks, they opened up most banks in Morganton are back. The lobbies are back open. It used to be just drive-through for a while, but the banks are all pretty much back open. But it's funny wearing a mask in a bank. They used to have signs, no, you can't wear any facial coverings when you're in the bank. But now, please wear your mask. Hey, Wrestling Ernest Hemingway. Lon here from nutty San Fernando Valley. Nice to see you, Bo Randall. I know. I've been in banks when they merged before, and then they just merged it all together, right? But a year later, they're still totally separate. This teller cannot help you because she's with this other chunk of, I don't know. It's weird. You would think a year after the merger that it would all be under the same thing. I don't know. Go figure. The skank of America. Yeah, banks that merged, but they still have separate operations. It's a blended branch. And they still have both names. It's still, even though they've been the same name now for a year, Truist, which is a dopey name for a bank. Where do you bank at? Truist. They're still BB&T and SunTrust. They still are, everything comes, It'll still has the BB&T logo, and it just says now Truist, but it's still, they still haven't merged anything. I don't know. Go figure. Buy a little Bitcoin. That's right. Anybody want to send some Bitcoin to my PayPal? Can you do that? Camo Dave, 104 North Green Street, number 116, Morganton, North Carolina. Don't forget to check out my CocoScope channel, Camo Dave there. And Crotchy's got a CocoScope channel too, the Crotchy channel. And go to fuzzface.com for all the latest and greatest Dave stuff. I still have some stickers available. We're running low on the stickers. I don't know. I'm kind of stickered out. Once these stickers run out, I think I'm going to be done with the stickers. Goodbye stickers. That's one of my resolutions for 2021. Stickers history. California Gumbo deleted Facebook and Twitter. I want to delete LinkedIn. I have a LinkedIn account that I've had for years and years. I never, ever go there. It's just been totally dead to me. I don't do anything on LinkedIn for at least 7-8 years now. And every gosh darn day, I get LinkedIn crap coming into my mailbox, and it's all shoved over to the junk spam filter, but I'm just tired of it. And it was on LinkedIn the other day. I'm like, how do you cancel a LinkedIn account? I'm like, they don't make it easy. It's hidden somewhere. It's just like, I don't want this stupid, I don't want it anymore. They always said, say hello to Fred, who's started a new business. I don't know who Fred is. The Bank of Bendover. Parler is banned on Android. Wow. I was looking, I have that CocoScope channel, and I can't find, there's no CocoScope app on Android. I was looking, I thought maybe they had a CocoScope app like YouTube does. They don't. I don't, maybe it's because, a lot of kind of naked ladies on CocoScope. I don't know. My neighbors on CocoScope are very interesting. I'm a Bitcoin-y beggar. Send me a Bitcoin. Yeah. I have Twitter and Facebook, and I only use them to promote my channels. Facebook, I don't know. They're both weird. Facebook, I do not like Facebook, but there are a lot of people that use Facebook, and it is a good backup if, say, I needed to upload some videos, and I don't have any other place to upload them. I can always put them up on Facebook. At least you can see me, right? When electricity goes out, how do you use Bitcoin? LOL. It's true. That's why they always say, keep some cash on hand. If the power goes out, your credit cards aren't going to work. Okay? Those things need electricity. Those systems need electricity. How are you going to buy right? You're not going to be able to pump gas either, right? Because the damn pumps work on gas. But, at least if you have some cash. I remember when we had a derecho come through Washington, D.C., I think it was 2012 or something, knocked a lot of the power out to the metro area. And many people didn't have electricity for a week, but a lot of the grocery stores do have backup power. You go in, and the store would be very dark, and they'd have one register open because that's all they could afford to keep running with their backup power. And as long as you had cash, you could buy stuff. The credit card machine didn't work. The lights were very dim, but you still could go in, and the freezers were gone. You couldn't buy any frozen food, but everything else you could buy. It was kind of weird. It's kind of very apocalyptic, but you could still go in and buy stuff provided you had cash. So that's a good idea to keep some cash around. I know people do. It's just people want to talk politics, Ron. Oh. I've never been able to use Facebook or Twitter. I'll tweet my first message out and then get congratulated by Twitter. No, yeah, they just canceled the president's Twitter account. You see that? I don't know, man. Crazy year, isn't it? They got a lot of homeless in California, definitely wrestling Ernest Hemingway. Well, the homeless don't vote, right? If you don't have a home, you don't register to vote, you can't vote, right? So you have no power. They should have some sort of homeless alliance. They have the Homes on Wheels Alliance. How about the Homeless Without Wheels Alliance? I bought $100 in Bitcoin 2 years ago, currently sitting at 570. Should I sell or hold on? Don't ask me. I used to do some I used to do some stock market stuff, and every time I put money into the stock market, it immediately went down. We need a decentralized internet. That's very true. Hidden Highways is some good videos. Don't put all your eggs in the Google or Microsoft basket. Okay. It's like when Google went out. Remember, Google went dead for like an hour or some Monday morning in December. Then you couldn't access your email. You couldn't access your YouTube. You couldn't access so many apps are part of Google. Have apps. Don't just rely on Gmail. Have Hotmail with Microsoft or what they call it, Outlook. Do Yahoo or something. Have other apps and other things. Mix them up. Don't have all your apps with like Google. It's true. That's right. They said Elon Musk jumped ahead of Jeff Bezos, I never can pronounce his last name, as the richest man in the universe. That's right. I don't know. Yes, I am definitely going to be doing some traveling this year. The question is when. I do want to go out to, I said this before, I want to go out to Phoenix. I've got a couple of invitations with some fine folks in Phoenix, and I would love to get out to Phoenix sometime this year and just see all the sights and maybe take a quick jaunt out to Quartzite just so I can say I saw it. I was planning on doing it sometime early in the year, but with the pandemic and all the restrictions on travel right now, I just don't want to mess with that. I'm going to wait, hopefully maybe sometime this spring I will get out there or something. I don't know. I do want to do that. That is on my list. I want to get back into the Washington area. There's some friends up there I want to interface with. I want to do some traveling around this area. I love Western North Carolina. I still haven't gotten over to Dollywood and Pigeon Forge. I really want to go there because it seems like so many of the nomads are into that. If Jamie's having his van build in North Georgia this year, I'd love to get down there for that. I would like to explore this area, haven't done a lot of explorations here in 2020 because of we had a very wet, thunderstormy summer, so I couldn't get out and do a lot of the hiking I wanted to do. But I just, I want to spend more time in Asheville. It's just, do some short area traveling. That's it. That's pretty much what I've got on the docket for this year. But I do Phoenix for my big trip would probably be fun. I would like to do that. I tried to get TV Dave to stop when he passed through Jack's. I would have treated him to a meal. Who's TV Dave? Tried to get TV Dave. Rebecca. TV Dave. Deb's creepy abandoned adventures. Oh, going to make some breakfast. All right. Some good bacon and eggs, huh? That was good. Will you take the vaccine if offered? Yes, I would definitely take the vaccine if offered. Sure, certainly. But again, I think if you don't have like underlying health conditions, or you're a senior citizen, or you're living in a nursing home, or you're a frontline worker, or whatever, they should all have priority. No problem with that. But it's not going to be probably till April or May before they get around to us, just ordinary people, getting the vaccine. So I'm okay with that. I don't know. RV Davey. RV Davey. Who's RV Davey? I've never heard of him. Some caverns. Western Ernest Hemingway. I don't mind going into a cavern like Luray. It's all lit up and touristy, but I'm very claustrophobic. Going into a real cave that's really dark. That would not be good. No. Oh, your stockpile of ammo. Okay. Hey, Danny Lee is lurking. They're lurking in North Georgia. Yeah. Anyway. Well, we do have one donation today, Mr. Rockford, $20. I want to thank you for that. We did very well in the fundraising department for the end of 2020, but so far January is slow, and I expect that, right? So last call, if you want to help support the channel, paypal.me/DCRTV. There's my address. 104 North Green Street, 116 Morganton, NC 28655. And of course, there's always a little super chat. I got to take little Adam in North Carolina as inspections, and I got to get my registration for little Adam renewed in February. So let's hope it's all good. No, you don't want to be claustrophobic in a cave. No. I've been to some caves. There's one in West Virginia when I was a kid. I think near Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. There's some sort of cave there. But again, these caves are touristy. You know, they have lights in them and all that other stuff. And I've been in Luray Caverns, which is a pretty famous cave there in Shenandoah Valley. And but they're lit up and they have music playing and all that. Danny, thank you so much. DLI. Polly Petal. I think I did get your Christmas card, Polly. I got a nice pile of Christmas cards. I'm pretty sure I got your card. Oh, wow. Who's that? Nomadic. Nomadic ... Well, thank you, Nomadic. Oh, Nomadic Weather Bearer. Okay, yeah. It came up on, well, this has a smaller screen, so it came up Nomadic ... Thank you, Nomadic Weather Bearer. So you're saying Mikey and Dave 2D made a lot on their live streams. Yes, Mikey made $1,400, I think. And Dave 2D, I think, well, he did get a $400 donation from Unstoppable Morgan. Hey, Morgan, if you're watching, my name's Dave, too. I'll be Dave 3D or something. No, what is it? Doxender said I should call myself Dave 2C, meaning Dave Super Cheap Dave. Dave 2C. 629. Thank you, Ron. Thanks for the entertainment. See you tonight. That's right. Don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight Eastern Time. Let's see. We can change the. Let's see what you try. Purple again. Purple. It's interesting with these different cameras. The camera that's on this gizmo doesn't show. And then I got the camera on my action cam. They show the colors quite differently. This one they strobe. That purple, really, that purple there really looks like a fiery sun, doesn't it? A fiery purple sun. It's kind of strobing. It's weird, isn't it? I wonder why the purple strobes. These LED lights are weird. Yeah, what? It's like George Carlin. What's the deal with LED lights? They kind of buzz sometimes. Have you ever noticed you're hearing a funny buzz? And then you notice it's your light bulb buzzing, and if you turn it off and on, it goes away. I know, Paul Allison. I know. Well, I don't have a sick dog. If I had a sick dog, I got a sick puppet. Cratchy's puppet doctors, $1,100. Morgan also said that Dave 2D gives her help on her channel answering questions about tech. Okay, well, that's nice. That's nice. And Dave does know a lot about Nomad. He knows a lot about YouTube. The green light highlights my head. Okay, so we'll try green. Oh, that's the blue light. And then there's like a blue-green. I don't know if that looks doesn't even look any different on this, does it? I don't know. Yellow. Let's try yellow. Now that looks almost orange, doesn't it? Yeah. Still, that's a fiery sun. Doesn't that look like the fiery sun? Ooh. Yeah. Dave, ever watch a slow-mo replay of a football game now? Yeah. I'm going to stay here live till I get $500. Takes me till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Woo. Pat the Patriot. Those LED lights are weird but cool. GE and Lowe's should give them to you for free for advertising them. I'm going to go to Lowe's to buy a couple because you showed them. Yeah, I don't know if they're going out of stock or whatever, but they're pretty good. I'll show you what I got. Yeah. I did a video about what I got. Oh, man. Oh, I've been sitting down there for an hour. Let's turn these off a second just so you can see. Oh, look at that. Yeah, okay, that's a red one. Yeah, you can kind of see the lights better that way. This is what I got. These are the $9.95 at Lowe's right now. I imagine that's the whole chain, but they're really nice bulbs, and they come with this. They're not, they come with this little remote. Works really well. You can select 8 predefined colors, and then they give you the soft white and then the kind of the bright white. And you get 10 different color choices. You can dim the white bulb settings, but you can't dim the color ones. And so you can just, but you don't need to have the the internet connection, the app, the Wi-Fi thing. With the Sengled bulbs, which I have on some of the other lights back there, you have to set up an app, and then you have to have this plug-in thing to your router. It's much more complicated, but it is nice because then you can do a lot more color mixing. But these are nice. And those Sengled bulbs are much more expensive. These are nice. This was pretty good. Now, they also have a floodlight of this. And I almost bought that. I don't know if that wasn't on sale, but they didn't have the price sticker on it. The floodlight was neat. But again, the lights I have here, I don't know if they would accommodate a floodlight real well. But I would like to just be able to dial up a color and have the whole room light up in that color. If you know of something that would let me do that, where I could dial up a color. Now, when Barb and I were at the art gallery, what's the name of the art gallery in Atlanta? Oh, can't think of the name of it. Art gallery. The High. I should remember that. The High Gallery of Art, HIGH in Atlanta. They have this room in the kiddie section. They have a kids section of the gallery where literally you just pressed a button and the entire room, which was about the size of this room, lit up in the color. The whole room was bright green or bright red or blue. It's like an airplane light. You know what? They do the lighting on airplanes now, the mood lighting. It lights up the whole cabin. It's not just little lights around. The whole cabin just goes bloop. That's what I'd kind of like to do here, but the brand, they're GE bulbs, General Electric. They bring good things to life. But anyway, yeah, these are at Lowe's. I don't know. We have a Home Depot, but it's over in Hickory, and I just go to the Lowe's because it's right down the road. Where the Hickory one, I got to drive 40 minutes to get there. Yeah, Philips makes a whole bunch. They make a whole bunch. Sengled makes some. I've seen Mercury has some bulbs. I've seen those over at Walmart. There's a whole lot of colored bulbs now. These are nice. If I like them. I like just having the remote here. But if I can do that, and just, and then you can put, I don't know if you're even going to notice a difference. Yeah, you don't even notice it on the camera here. They're very nice. Oh, you saw a GMC van I like going mobile beep beep. The High Gallery. I like the High Gallery of Art in Atlanta. Definitely, if you go to Atlanta, put that on your list. It is really a nice place. It is a very nice art gallery. I don't know. I presume it's still open in the pandemic, but it is a very nice place. They have I love modern art. Then they got a lot of cool modern art in there. Hey, Camp Goer 1, I'm in the disco. The disco, yeah. I should get one of those disco balls. That might work. Get one of those big disco balls. And Aja, she has the big light show when she does her rave things. I don't know. But I figured, one of the things that you need if you're doing a YouTube channel like mine is you need a lot of colored lights in the background. My studio, Disco, remember Disco Duck? Yeah, I should get some LED lights in my car. Little Adam. Wish I had 1,000 subs. I wish I had 1,000 subs so I could take a shower online like Morgan. I've been working out. I may do a shower video one of these days. I don't know. Eyes are the windows of the soul. Be careful of the light you let in. Ooh, Revelator. P2E recessed in crown molding. Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, you can put lighting in the molding, and people do that around their television sets, and you can make it like a theater. You go to a theater and they have all the weird lighting in there so you can see while when it's still dark. You have tea lights that change color. Ooh. Smoke weed. Pink. I do have, well, that's purple. Now that shows up purple on the other camera. That is not pink, although I do have some pink bulbs. That's more orange. Yeah, it's like that kind of looks like the glowing sun. Don't forget, yeah, that's good. Click the thumbs up. Thank you. You need to color your goat. My goat. You need to color your goat blue, red, or green to match your lights. Blue light is the light of the devil. Really? I thought it was red. The devil channel. I got my little devil horns. I should put those on. Remember, she said the devil channels. Devil channels. Light show, yeah. I should, I don't know, have some spotlights coming down from up there that would blink and stuff. I don't know. I don't have a goat. I don't know why she said that. Oh, goatee. I should do some sort of fluorescent paint in my goatee and then get black lights and then my beard would glow. Wouldn't that be cool? I have seen some black light bulbs down at the Walmart, but yeah, they give me a headache. They're really intense. God, Cindy. When you walk down the streets, all you see is a blue glow coming from homes. Yeah. There is an office. When I walk through Morganton, it's not far from here. It's literally across the street behind the building. There's a franchisee. There's, I think, a company that runs franchise restaurants. And they're in the other side of the building, but the part of the building that hangs out on this side, on this road, Lenore Street or whatever it's called, you look especially in twilight or at night, there's a whole wall that has these swirling LED lights on it. And I see that all the time if I'm walking that street at night or later in the day. It's so cool. Green and yellow, and that's like the whole wall is a swirling set of lights. It's somebody's office over there. I ought to knock on their door sometime. You go in that building and just knock on the door and say that I see your window with the swirling LED lights, and then maybe I can check them out or something. It's pretty cool. I have a goat too. You think Dave 2D's I think he's a very good looking dude. I don't know, Dave 2D. He's, I don't know. I don't know if he's the most beautiful nomad, but Doxinator's he always drops time to end the stream. It is now 11 p.m. We've gone from 9:30 to 11 p.m. or a.m., excuse me. Our Walmart smells like Subway bread. Oh, God. All right, folks, that ought to do it. I do. I would like to see I would like to see Unstoppable Morgan and Dave 2D hang out together. I think that would be she should have him on his chats doing the painting there, Got a light, yeah. All right, would you like my big wall light? Sure, I'll send it over. Yeah. JD, he's just good. I think he's better looking than some of these guys sitting around eating gloppy food in lawn chairs. Have I ever watched Cart Narcs? No. I have not. Send me, if you want me to watch a channel, the best way to get me to do it is send me an email, camodave@gmx.com, and send me the link. Okay, channel name and a link would be very good. Again, if you want one of these dwindling, they're collector's items. If you want to get a Camo Dave News Army card, again, thanks to all the Camo Army people that are sending me news tips. I appreciate it very, very much. If you'd like one of these, just send me your mailing address at camodave@gmx.com, and I will get one in the mail to you. All right, Castle Circle. Dave, take care. I only answered the political question for a charter. Sorry, I was on top of it. Morgan and Dave 2D make a nice couple. Well, I thought that other Dave that Morgan was going with back in late summer there, the one, I guess he's up in North Dakota or South Dakota. I thought they made a very nice couple too. Anyway, Nampanana, thank you for being here. Thank you, Camp Goer 1. Glory food turns into gloppy fat butts. That's right. So if you made a resolution to watch your diet this year, stick to it, okay? We're only on the 9th day of the new year. You keep those resolutions going. All right, we'll check out those amazing cover bands, yeah. I've watched some Steely Dan videos that there's some really amazing cover bands that do some of their stuff. Morgan was with another guy named Dave over the summer, and then she dropped him. And then now she's been hanging out with some female friend of hers in New York, but I don't know exactly what she's doing at the moment. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching today. This is Camo Dave's Saturday morning, 9:30 Club, Washington, D.C. Live chat. We will be back at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight, and we'll do it all again for an hour. And then we've got the Svengoolie movie. What is it? The Beast with 5 fingers. I'll give you my 5 fingers. All right, everybody. I want to thank Mr. Rockford, Danny Lee, Nomadic, Weather Bearer, and Ron C. for their very kind donations. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it very much. 2021. All right, Camp Goer 1, I'll give you a call a little later. We have some chatting to do. Oh, yes. And again, my I'm so disorganized here. I am so disorganized here. There's my hotline number, 571-419-0463. Give me a call. I'd like to chat with you guys. Leave a message. Crotchy answers the phone, and leave a message with my money penny Crotchy, and yeah, and I'll call you back and we'll chat. I appreciate all the people that send me news tips. camodave@gmx.com, or send me a text at 571-419-0463. Okay. All right. And no, Mikey, you do not need a $900 phone. This is a $30 phone, and I've been using it now for 2 years. It's got a big crack in it, if you can see that there, but it still works. It shoots crappy video, but it is a nice phone otherwise. With money penny. I'll give you the 5-finger discount. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Have the rest of your Saturday. Sunny day. The snow's all going to melt today, so that'll be good. And get some hiking in. And I'll see you at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Vlog under.